넘어섰다. Okay, checking mic. Mic has been the biggest issue. There have been other issues, but without the good sounding mic, this is completely useless. What I'm doing will be completely useless. Okay. Let me just check that one more time. Doesn't hurt. It hurts, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't hurt to check twice. Or does it? Because obviously there's something going on. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Cool. All right, here we go. Namaste. Katam dalhi dashita vishoyatavant Puratuti sanru pia mitaratra Puratuti sanru pia mitaratra. Bhutane Yasha Chetata Puratata Yasatada Vishishuta Puratatiha Purushoha Tatang Jang Sutrama. I need to double check this. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's number 4. Sorry. Sutram, okay. Ekameva Darshanam Kyantireva Darshanam Iti Chetatamaya Sekanan Tamanui Karipam Samnitima Turopakari Turushiatavana Suvam Pavati. Purushasya Suvaminaha Tasma Chetata Bharatati Bodhite Tasma Chetata Bharatati Bodhite Purushasya Diha Sambananto Hetuha. Need to double check one of those spellings. Sambananto Bodhite and Yep, got it. And okay. How in that case, since objects are shown to it, at other times, it takes the same form as the fluctuations. In the emergent state, the self has fluctuations which are not distinguished from fluctuations of the mind stuff. And so we have a sutra. There is only one appearance. That appearance is knowledge. the mind stuff is like a magnet, and as an object suitable to be seen, it gives its aid by the mere fact of being near it, and thus the relation between it and the self is that between property and proprietor. Hence the reason why the self experiences the fluctuations of the mind stuff is its beginningless correlation. I'm not gonna read this, but for reference, if you guys wanna, from now on, I'll make this available. You could pause there and read it if you want. It's the same thing in a different translation. Okay, so now I'm gonna change scene. I will read Veda next. Yeah, the setup is really comfortable. I mean, I could get it more comfortable, but this is good enough for now. This is like heaven compared to what I've been through before. Alright, so Veda next. I want to study, I want to recite Mahabharata if I have time. We'll see. But I have my daily things now. Yoga Sutra, Veda, and Upanishad. And for now, it's Karaki Purana. Sorry, just Karaki Purana and Buddha Charita. Sorry. Here we go. Okay, so this is, give me 1 second. I want to make it, I said I was going to make it more comfortable. I'm going to make it even more comfortable. Yeah, it's almost legal now. I tilted it by 13 degrees my way. Okay. There you go. Oh no, what happened? Here we go. Namaste. Prabaha satam jeshatamaya shushatu Soshatoti magna vivan Soshatoti magna vivan Samitane habil pare Inindra majuriam Jarayananta mukku shoitam Sana diuvana mabase Habamahe Yasma dinindra de burodhat Yasma dinindra de burodhatah kim Jane murote Vishavan yasaminan saman purotanti Vishavan yasaminan saman purotanti Viryan Jatare Somam Tananvi Saho Maho Hasate Vajram Parati Shil Shonui Gratum. Test. Na Kushonui Piam Paripuve Ta Inandriyam Na Samudrai Bhavatai Rinandra Te Ratah Na Te Vajramanan Vashanoti Kashachana Yada Shupih Patasi Yojana Puru Bisheve Yasamai Yajatanya Turishanove Gratum Parananti Purushopaya Sashichat Purusho 야자스방 하비슈어 vidushudarahu vibenandran somam purushopeno panunai Purushunoha Goshahu Babate Matavan Ulmil Purushapanana Ulmil Purushapanana Purushapanya Pantave Purushano Tubariyu Purushapanso Adarayo Purushanom Somam Purushapanya Sushibati Purusho ten Bajrang Uttan ten Purusho Rato Purusho no Hari Purusho Panuyo Yutan Purusho no Madasya Purusho Pan Devami Sheshwa Inindra Somasya Purusho Pasya Duranohi Duropunohi Pronte na vam na samane pachasiuvam brahmano yami savaneshu da turashuihu 구비는 노 아시야 바자소 니보티셔는 니보티셔디는드라수드 니보티셔디는드라 무드삼나 바수나흐 시짜마헤 보랑 사문바타 바피야 바버르트스바 노 테늘나 바트삼 야바사시야 비비우쇼이 사크르트스 테 수마티피흐 샤타크라토 삼 바트니 필나 보르쇼노 나시마히 누남 상때 프라티 바람 자리들의 두히 야디는드라 타그쇼이노 마코니 셰크쇼 스토드르 피오 마티 타그파고 노 보라하드 바데마 비다테 수비라흐 Namaste. Hymn 16. To him your own, the best among the good, I bring eulogy like oblation in the kindled fire. We invoke for help in Indra, untouched by eld, who maketh all decay strengthened for ever young, without whom naught exists, in Indra, the lofty one, in whom alone all powers heroic are combined. The Soma is within him, in his frame vast strength, the thunder in his hand and wisdom in his head. Not by both worlds is thine own power to be surpassed, nor may thy car be stayed by mountains or by seas. None cometh near, O Indra, to thy thunderbolt, when with swift steeds thou fliest over many a league. For all men bring their will to him the resolute, to him the Holy One, to him the strong they cleave. Pay worship with oblation, strong and passing wise, drink thou the Soma in Indra through the mighty blaze. The vessel of the strong flows forth the flood of meat unto the strong who feeds upon the strong for drink. Strong are the two Ativarios. Strong are both the stones. They press the Soma that is strong for him the strong. Strong is thy thunderbolt, ye, and thy car is strong. Strong are thy base steeds and thy weapons powerful. Thou, Inindra, art Lord of the strong, gladdening drink. With the strong Soma, Inindra, satisfy thyself. I, bold by prayer, come near thee in thy sacred rites. Thee like a saving ship, thee shouting in the war. Verily he will hear and mark this word of ours. We will pour Inindra forth as toward a spring of wealth. Turn thee unto us ere calamity come nigh, as a cow full of pasture turns her to her calf. Lord of 100 powers, may we once firmly cling to thy fair favors, even as husbands to their wives. Now let their wealthy cow of thine, O Inindra, yield in return and a boon to him who loves thee. Give to thy praisers, let not fortune fail us. Loud may we speak with heroes in assembly. Changing scene next to the Upanishads. I keep getting interrupted and I'm not responding well to it. So if this is God's design of somehow disciplining me, I'm not responding well to it. So all I could do is keep doing what I'm doing. What else is there? Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting attacked by like different types of spirits. What I mean is like not just physical. Like I'm onto something. I'm like on the verge of healing completely or something. Is it Babe Ruth who kind of prophesied where he was gonna hit the home run by pointing at it with his finger? That's what I'm doing now. I think I'm near something. Because I keep getting interrupted and I'm recording myself. You guys could, if you see me getting interrupted, it's recorded. I'm not lying to you. I got interrupted. Anyway, here we go. Stupidity. What did it say? Oh, iti. Finished. Okay, here we go. I think it's chapter 3. I hope. Yeah. Namaste. Atati daivatam yang evasao tapati damudikita damudigi tamupasi todanen ba dianen ba damudigi tamupasi todianen ba esha braja pia uduga yati udiya sedamo payama pahanan tia pahanan tang ha vai payasya tamaso pavati ya evam veda samana u evayam cha sao joshuno yam mushuno sao sevara iti mama jakushote sevara iti pratya sevara itiamum tasma devan etami mamamum jodigi tamupasitang ata kalu Bianamebodigi tamupasita yadavai pranuiti sa prano yadapaniti sopanaha ata yaha prano panayoha samtiha sa piano yo pianaha sa pak Tasmada prananadapan Tasmada prananadapan nananapan nanan Tasmada prananadapan nananbacha Tasmada prananadapan nananbacha ma pibya harati Tasmada prananadapan nananbacha ma pibya harati. One more. Tasmada prananana panananapa ma pibya harati yang 방아그 살끝당 방아그 살끝 스마다 프라나나나마 방아그 살끝당 스마다 프라나나나파 나누누루 짜마 피비야 하라티 바나는 누르자 바나는 누르자 마 피비앙 하라띠 양 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 나느르 나는 나느르짱 나는 is it nu or na? Is it nu or na? I gotta think about this. 나는 느르 okay nu it's nu. 야 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 나는 느르자 나는 느르자 바그 야 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 느르 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 느르 자마 피비야 하라띠 야 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 느르 자마 피비야 하라띠 뭐뭐 야 바그 살끝다스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 느르 자마 피비야 하라띠 얄끝따뜻 사마 얄끝따뜻 사마 따스마다 브라나는 나나빠 따스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 사마 가야티 야트 사마 사 우드기 타스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 누드가야티 우드기 타스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 누드가야티 야트 사마 사 우드기 타스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 누드가야티 우드기 타스마다 브라나는 나나빠 나는 누드가야티 우드기 타스마다 sorry yeah it's taking a toll whatever was distracting me. Alright, so that's why I only do one chapter a day. No more of this. Upanishad. Okay, how should I do this? Yeah, I'm just gonna. 우드기 타스마다 프라나는 나나빠 나는 누드가야티. Alright. 아또 야니 비리아바는티 깔마누이 야타그넬마는 타나 마제흐 야타그넬마는 타나 마제흐 사라남 드르터시야 타누슈 아야마나프라 아야마나마프라 너는 나빠나 아야마나프라 아야마나마프라 너는 나나빠나 sorry 아야마나마프라노 아야마나마프라노 나는 나빠나 너는 나나빠나 아야마나마프라 너는 나나 아야마나마프라 너는 나나빠. Jesus Christ, I get interrupted like this. I need to control my anger. I'm gonna start from the beginning of this shloka. See, other people's energy just don't jive with me sometimes. So I don't have roommates. Okay, here we go. 아또 야니 비리아바는티 깔마누이 야타그넬마는 타나마제흐 야타그넬마는 타나마제흐
사라놈 누르토시야 타누셔 아야마나마 프라노는 나나바나 아야마나마 프라노는 나나바나 스다니 가로티에타시야 헤톨비아나 메보드기 타무파시타 아타 갈루드기 타크쇼라누이 갈루드기 타크쇼라누유파시 또드기 타 아타 갈루드기 타크쇼라누유파시 또드기 타 이티 I'm gonna take more of my medicine. This is getting to a point where normally I would express my anger, but I'm trying to control my anger. Which means, that's why I use my medicine, is to control my anger. So if you're not judge me on that, and if God tells you you're going to hell in King Yahusha, that's Jesus' real name, because, you prevented somebody from trying to do well, just because it smells, because you hate the smell of it. Don't you deserve what God has destined for you at that point? I don't know, just strictly speaking from, good and evil point of view, nothing else. Let me get my medicine, because otherwise I'm gonna go down. I don't want to go down yet. Not yet. Not just yet. Not today. Okay, I'm back. I just want to read this. I don't want anything else other than getting through this. Is it a crime to read this in peace? Apparently, on Earth, it's possible. The planet of not-so-smartness. 넘었을 때 아타 칼루드기 타 그셔란 유파시 또드기 타 이티 브라노 에보드 브라노에나 예투테슈 타티 마그길 바초 마그길 바초 하 기라 이티야 짜그셔때는 남 타마는네 히다 살밤 스티타무 디아오레보다는 따리꾸샴 디아오레보다는 따리꾸샴 기허 프로티비 타마디티아 에보드바 율기라그니스타 에보드바 율기라그니스타 사마베다 에보디아 줄베도 길러그 베다 스탐 길러그 베다 스탐 두그테스마이 바그도함 요 바초 도호는 나바 나는 나도 바바티야 에타니에밤 비드바누드기 타크셔라 누유바스타 비드바누드
Vidban udagita kusharan uyupasata udagita iti. Atha karvan shiha samurudati sura rupa saruna niti upasita karvan shiha sa karvan shiha sasamur karvan shiha samurudati rupa samar karvan shiha samurudati rupa saruna niti upasita yena samanai Sutoshiyanan siyat tat samopa patabet Sutoshiyanan siyat tat samoda Sutoshiyanan siyat tat Sutoshiyanan siyat Sutoshiyanan siyat tat samopakha patabet Sutoshiyanan siyat tat samopatabet Yasyam muruchi tamurjam Yadashwayam Tamurushvim Yam Devatama Pishito Shionan Syantatam Devatama Pishito Shionan Syantatam Devatam Upatabet Yana Chanandasan Sutoshianan Syat Tat Chanandam Sutoshianan Syat Tat Chanandam Upatabet Yena Sutomena Sutoshio Syatatam Sutomam Yam Tishama Pishitoshionan Syatatam Tishama Pishitoshionan Syatatam Yam Tishama Pishitoshionan Syatatam Tishamupatabet Atmana Manantata Upasarujya Sutubita Kamam Dhyanana Paramatato Pyasho Dhyanana Paramatato Pyasho Hi Yadasmai Sakamaha Samuruthyata Yatakamaha Sutubitati Yatakamaha Sutubitati. It's rough reading, but I got through. It's all that counts, really. Namaste. As long as I get to do the bare requirement, that's all that matters with me. For now. Third Kanda. Now follows the meditation on the Uddhagita with reference to the gods. Let a man meditate on the Uddhagita as he who sends warmth. When the sun rises, it sings as Uddhagatari for the sake of all creatures. When it rises, it destroys the fear of darkness. He who knows this is able to destroy the fear of darkness. This and that are the same. This is hot and that is hot. This they call sound, and that they call reflected sound. Therefore, let a man meditate on the Uddhagita as this and that. Then let a man meditate on the Uddhagita as Vyana indeed. If he breathe up, that is prana, the up-breathing. If he breathe down, that is apana, the down-breathing. The combination of prana and apana is vyana, back-breathing or holding in of the breath. This vyana is speech. Therefore, when we utter speech, we neither breathe up nor down. Speech is rag, and therefore, when a man utters a rag verse, he neither breathes up nor down. Rag is saman, and therefore, when a man utters a saman verse, he neither breathes up nor down. Saman is Uddhagita, and therefore, when a man sings, he neither breathes up nor down. In other works also, which require strength, such as the production of fire by rubbing, running a race, stringing a strong bow, are performed without breathing up or down. Therefore, let a man meditate on the Uddhagita as Vyana. Let a man meditate on the syllables of the Uddhagita, that is, of the word Uddhagita. It is breath, for by means of breath a man rises. Ut is breath. For by means of breath a man rises. Gi is speech. For speeches are called gira. Giraho. Ta is food. For by means of food all subsists. Ut is heaven. Gi is the sky. Ta the earth. Ut is the sun. Gi the air. Ta the fire. Ud is the Sama Veda. Gi the Yajur Veda. Ta the Raga Veda. Speech yields the milk, which is the milk of speech itself. To him who thus knowing meditates on those syllables of the name of Udugita, he becomes rich in food and able to eat food. Next follows the fulfillment of prayers. Let a man thus meditate on the Upasaranos, that is, the objects which have to be approached by meditation. Let him quickly reflect on the Saman with which he is going to praise. Let him quickly reflect on the rug in which that Saman occurs, on the Rashi by whom it was seen or composed, on the Devata object which he is going to praise, on the meter in which he is going to praise, on the tune with which he is going to sing for himself, on the quarter of the world which he is going to praise. Lastly, having approached himself by meditation, let him sing the hymn of praise, reflecting on his desire and avoiding all mistakes in pronunciation, and see. Quickly will the desire be then fulfilled to him, for the sake of which he may have offered his hymn of praise, for which he may have offered his hymn of praise. So I think they combined 11 and 12 into just 11, because this one has 12. And yeah, this 11 is just one. Shloka 11 has just one verse. So it must be that they combined the two. It's a little confused about it. Yeah. Let me just double check. Yeah. Well, let me see how many. So there's only 5. So if that matches, I'm 100% sure I'm on the right track. Okay, so yeah, I'm on the right translation. Taking a break. Next up is Karuki Purano. It's my requirement. Karuki Purano, reading it in the Aryan pronunciation will bring about the culmination of the sum total of all the karmas together to hopefully a single point, but it'll make all the karmas a lot shorter than it would otherwise take. So if, it would take you 20 years to get your come up, sorry, I got interrupted. So yeah, if it took you 20 years to, so you were wronged 20 years ago, and it would have taken you maybe another 5 years. But with the reading of Garuki Purana, it'll make it like 2 weeks, hopefully. But yeah, it'll definitely make it shorter for sure. That's the whole purpose of it, Garuki Purana. So, if anybody is hiding anything bad, it'll all be revealed. As King Yaoshan said, nothing will be hidden which will not be revealed, or something like that. I'm not saying it word for word, but if you know the Bible, you know what I'm talking about. This is one of the books that'll bring about the shortening time of the appearance of Kaima. Yeah, some karmas are dry, they burn really quickly. Some karmas are wet, they need to be dried first before you burn it, and that kind of thing. Yeah. Now it's Karaki Purana. I'm starting to sound loud, I think, unless this position is. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'm lowering my volume because I could hear myself. Like if you were looking at this OBS thing, -10 is my what do you call it? Middle point. Whatever. Yeah. Here we go. Garagi Purana. 72天娘和 Namaste. Shukan Vangchang. Tatahe Sang. Pesavita Mukhi. Padumai. Nijaja Nai Bharatang. Harim Patim. Jindayananti. Purvangchang. Bimalam Setitam. Padumuvangchang. Bimale. Kim Karatam Ta Tranai. Lala Tue. Likanam Mama. Laishana Dapi Lokanam. Pumsangam. Sateri Pavakarakam. Mama Pi Manandapa. Manandapa Gya Papinya Shiva Savanam. Pipalat Vamanu Prapatam. Bija Mubutam. Yatoshore. Harinakushimi Patiha. Salvova Jagata Matipaha Prapuha. Matakurtepya Pilasham. Matakurtepya Pilasham. Kim Karishyati Jagatapatiha. Yadi Shaman Polvacho Itiang. Yadi Dishanuna Mam Samarate. Tata Hamanale Teham Deakushuyami Haripa Bitang. Kubang Jangham Manushui Dinang. Kubasate Devo Janal Dudanahu. Nigurahi Dang. Bitang Draham Shivena Paribanjitang. Paribanjitang. Pershununang Jang Paritiakatang. Madanyang Gatra Jivati. Really? Just one? Really? I need to double check this. I don't trust this person. I mean, sage. The sage. I'm Satan. I'm nobody. This holy sage. I don't trust him. Why don't you trust the sage? Because I'm Satan. Ah, that makes perfect sense. As it should. So I think he made a mistake. He's made a mistake before, that's why. If there was no cause for my tiny outrage. Vishnu, I don't find it. I can't find it. Not finding it. Oh, Saptatama. The wrong chapter. It's always something. Oh, I forgot. This guy just copies from the other guys. He's not that reliable either. Is it worth it though? Wait a minute. Oh, nope. Cigar.
Wait a minute. Nope. Treasure toad. Yeah. Oh, I'm at the wrong. How did I get there? I'm at the totally different book. Karaki Purana is made up of 6 different books, I think. At least 3 different books. I don't know exactly how many. I don't remember. I read it before. Okay, chapter 6. Come on. I'd rather be reciting, like, this is stupid. This is so dumb. 2 things I cannot do. I cannot teach. I suck at teaching. And second thing is trying to set myself up so I could do what I can do. I suck at setting myself up. I mean, I accept my weakness. I've accepted it. I have to learn to live with it. 30, chapter 3. Okay, sorry. I suck at finding stuff. I suck at what I'm doing. I suck at it. I'm supposed to be reciting this crap, not friggin' trying to find the crap. The crap has to be right before me, with all its glorious smell. I just want to recite the friggin' crap. Is it too much to ask? Yes, it is. Oh, crap. Ha ha ha. It's not that funny. It really isn't. Okay. Yep. Yeah, he just copied the other guy. So who's reliable? Is this person reliable? Who's this double T? Is he American? Is Russian? He may be Russian, which means I can mess with him. That's like a double whammy for me. Why can't you mess with him? If I tell you, I get sorry. Something happened in my brain, and what was I talking about? Why am I on chapter 7? I was at chapter 6. That's what happens. I got sidetracked. Alright. You didn't hear nothing. I'm not trembling. This is my index finger doing its thing. Not trembling. Slightly. Ever so slightly. No, not me. Okay. Okay. So Shloka 7 is just one verse. 3 witnesses established. Or 2 witnesses, I should say. Here we go. Iti na na pila pinya vachanam sochana shrayama padma ya shacharo chashutva ya shurtava ya tasatatmanantike shurtava ya satut. Like, I don't know what's going on. Shurtava ya tasatapanantike. Sorry, it's messing me up. Shurtava ya tasatapanantike. Oh, and also, I apologize, reacting to these things because I just want to recite. Dear God, please let me recite. From now on, whenever I'm reciting, please, let me recite in peace from now on. I ask you humbly in your son, King Yahusha's name. Please, Amen. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not in my best conscience right now. Thank you. From now on, I'm just going to recite it. I'll just pretend that you know what I'm doing. Shukasya pachanam shurtuvang karkiha paramem paramabhismitaha tam jagada punariyahi padamam pothayitum priyam 마트 사는데 샤하로 마트 사는데 샤하로 부드방 마두로 바구너길 뜻하나무 श्रीवायितवं पुनः कीरा समायास्यासि बानंतावां साम प्रियं पातिराहम तास्यं 다이바빈을 민타흐 다이바빈을 미타흐 마티아스 테나 드바양 요가마바요시짱 바비시어티 살브바지뇨시 비티지뇨시 가나지뇨시 까타모르타이흐 다마시방시야 마마시방사카야 타스타시야흐 마마시방사카타 스타시야흐 사마하라 이티 까를길바짜흐 슈르트방을 슈카흐 바라마할 수 있다흐 바라노미용 땀 브리타마나흐 브라야야오 심할람 드바라느 카가흐 사무드라바레누 스나트방 비드방 모르탐파야흐 비자무라 팔라하로 비자푸라 팔라하로 야야오 라자 니베샤나무 따뜨라 까니야 보람 까뜨바 보르쿠슈에 나게시바레 바사느 바드마마 로키야 땅 프라하 슈코 마누샤 파쇼영 कुशालाम ते परारोहे रूपया वनशालिनी तवाम लोलनयनाम मन्ये लक्ष्मी रूपमिमा पराम पद्मननाम पद्मगन्धाम पद्मनेत्रम करामं भुजम Kamalam Kalayanantim Devam Lakushayami Param Shriyam Kim Tatran Salvabhajagatam Rupalabanuya Samampadam Dilmitansi Pararohe Jivanam Mohakarinui 이티 방슈이타마강알누여 기라시야 미타마드 푸타무. Okay, I want to double check this, and there's also a footnote. That's 19. Mother got it, and X Kira, okay. Kira siya murutamad putam iti pang pathoh hasananti praha sa devi tam padma malini kasetvam kasamadagato si katam mam shukarupatruk devon pang danavo pang devamagato si dayaparah shukan uvanchang 살브바지뇨함 까마가미 살브바샹 스트라이 타타트바비트 대바가는 탈바바 가는 무용이 오케이 대바가는 달부바 오케이 내바가는 달부바부 내바가는 달부바푸바남 사파수 빠리무 빠리푸지따흐 자라미 스바츠 차양 케 드바미 쿠셔널 타미하 가따흐 드바마함 호르디 삼타프탕 디아크다 포감 마나스비님 하시아라 바칼 바사키 랑은가데하 파라노 발주지땀 하시아라 하시아라 바사키 랑은가데하 파라노 발주지땀 one more 하시아라 빠빠 하시아라 바사키 랑은가데하 파라노 발주지땀 빌로키야함 디나짜땅흐 버러츠참이 슈로트미리땀 코킬라라 빠사는 땅 빠자나감 마투람 모르두 다반 다는 따우셔터지 흐방그라 룰리땅 그셔라 방은 끝따야흐 방은 끝따야흐 다반 다는 따우셔터지 흐방그라 다는 따우셔터지 흐방그라 룰리땅 그셔라 방은 끝따야흐 Or just how many shlokas are there? I don't care about blessings right now. Just want to get through. You still get something, so just like you still get something if you say it right, if you make mistakes. All right, that's 30, 40, 40. All right, so I got 40. I'm at 20 something. $24. 17 left. 따방은 따는 따우셔터지 흐방그라 룰리따 그셔라 방은 끝다야 흐 방은 끝 방은 끝 방은 끝다 방은 끝다 방은 끝다 나는 따우셔터지 흐방 나는 따우셔터지 흐방그라 룰리따 그셔라 방은 끝다야 흐 야뜨깔 넣고다 야뜨깔 넣고 핫 야뜨깔 넣고 하래 마그나스 대숑 겜기 발누였대 따빠흐 I wanna find out if this is Kim or Ki. Kim 사우쿠마이 티암 no way 사우쿠마이리암 사우쿠마이리암 시리샤시안 그방 가는 뜰방에 이샹가레 비유샴 그방 바다는 뒤에 바다는 담 브라흐만 위때 부타흐 따방 바홀라타 바드타 예 바시아는티 수타나 나무 They sure are you kidding me? I am so sure this is not Dasha. I might be the village idiot in the celestial kingdom among angels. Ha ha, Satan, ha ha. But I think I'm right in this. They show him. So one transliteration agrees with me. Now, what say you? This person just copies this person. It may not be that reliable, but did he have the brains to know that I was right? Yes, thank you. 대숑. This makes me weary, but I cannot use this version. I've been through this before. 나보다나 자빠이 비아타이 비아일 타이흐 나보다나 자빠이 비알 타이흐 김 자나 이시어티. The other version is good for backup. It's really good actually. 딜라까나 사까 삼미시람 딜라까나 삼미시람 딜라까라까 삼미시람 로라꾸는 더라마니위 더 따무 로라꾸는 더라마누이 더 마누이 더 따무 로라꾸는 더라마누이 더 따무. So this is not that reliable anymore, this version. What should I do? Should I go back and forth every time? Look, so this is a correct version. 로라꾸는 더라마누이 있다무. 로라크셔노로. I'll go with this for now. Oh boy, oh man, this sucks. Just somebody doesn't have a right copy, please. For Satan. No, not for Satan. We have nothing for Satan. We can't offer Sanskrit. Not even an ounce of Sanskrit for Satan. Letters cannot be counted in ounces. Replied, Satan. You're talking to yourself, sir. What if I told you there are three of us? So there's two more of me and in this world. Separated by different timelines. Mm, 42 trillion years apart. And another 42 trillion years, so 84 trillion years apart. Actually, it's 42 trillion years forward and then 42 trillion years backwards. So you got one version, future version, past version. There's three of me. 딜라까라 사까 사무미시람 딜라까라까 사무미시람 로라꾸는 더라마는 두이타무 롤라크셔노롤라 사드바크트람 롤라크셔노롤라 노롤라 롤라크셔노롤라 사드바크트람 바시아땅 나 보날파바흐. I'll just go with this version. 브라하드라 타수테 스바 팀바다 파미니 야트 그르테. What in the world is that plus sign? This is not Christianity. What is that cross sign doing in the Hindu literature? I'm melting. They snuck a cross in the book. I'm melting. Oh no, my power to recite Sanskrit is diminishing. I can't. Wait, what did I just say? I don't remember. Oh. Beep. Bro dead. I mean, what the hell is that cross? Where is it? I can't find the footnote. See, that's why I cannot go with this. I can't. Unless this is somehow, the referring to the plus sign right here. If you can see my arrow. Oh man, yeah, I think that's it. I think the author intended that to be this thing, because the next thing is here. See, so then let's look at the lettering. 바다 파비니 야트 그렇다무 이티 바다는 따라무. Right, I accidentally just read it. But what does it mean? Bada. Okay, so I read it correctly. Okay, moving on. Tapa haku shui no mi ban tanum lakushoyami rujam pina kanaka pratima yadavata, and the X sign. Kanaka pratimam. Where do you fit in? So it starts from the beginning. Kanaka pratimam tadavat ityapare patananti. These alternatives are gonna be the end of me. I mean, I keep saying that. I hope it's not true. 밤수 필말리니 그렇당아. 밤수 필말리니 그렇당아. Because, I'd rather be reciting than trying to find what to recite. That's like, it's not full stupidity, but very close to it. It's not going full retard. Very close to it. I just want to recite. If you could help me do that, you may go to heaven for 9,500 years. What does that mean? It means you'll never die. Times 100. Padumuvanchang Kim Rupena Kulena Pi Tanena Pijanena Bang. Or maybe, maybe not 9,500 years, but how about 1,000 years? That's something I could arrange. I'll have to think about it. Salvamam Mishe Palatam Eti Yasiyam Daiva Madako Shoi Nama. Daiva Madako Shoi Nama. Just throwing it out there, because it's one thing good about YouTube is it's like, who's gonna watch these things? Who's gonna watch my videos? That's like getting a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Could be a trillionaire watching my videos and decides he's gonna throw away some pennies, which equals, $60,000, and I'll be like, oh my god, I could live on this for like almost 2 years. Shrinu Kira Samakyanam. Flower. Shrinu Ki. Okay, so she starts from the beginning. Shrinu Kira Mama Kyanam. Mama Kyanam. Yadi Ma Viditam Tava Malia Paugarundo Gaushore Gaishore Malia Paugarundo Gaishore Malia Paugarundo Malia Paugarundo Gaishore Malia Paugarundo Gaishore Malia Paugarundo Gaishore Harasevam Karomia Ham Tena Puja Vitanena Tushito Putevang Maheshivaraha Paramparaya Padame Devamityaha Puriyaya Saha Najujaya Tomukhi Magure Najujaya Tomukhi Magure Setitam Mam Vikushuya Shangankaraha Brahate Pavitam Sivami Harilnarayanoha Prapuha Devo Ban Tanavo Banio Garantalvo Ban Dabekushonote Kamena Manasa Nari Pavishyati Na Samshayaha Iti Dadatuvan Baram Somaha Puraha Vishnun Valjujanam Vishu는 발제자남 yatam tatham te bravaku shuyami samahitamanah shurinu etah sakhyo nurapah purvamad purvama hurtang purvama hurtang ye sumayambare Pitran talmul tina Turashetavang Ramyam Mam Yavananam Pitam Shivagata Sate Sukhasina Vivahakurta Nishitayah Yuvano Kuruna Banantashicha Rupadra Vino Samamatah Sivayam Baragatam Mam Te Vilokia Ruchira Prapam Ratanamala Shritakaram Nipetuha Kama Mohitah Tata Udataya Samumpranantah Sampurakushuya Sutri Vamanamana Sutri Tva Matamanah Sutana Paranitamambena Sutana Paranitamambena Gurunwa Parino Mitah Huriyang Piyang Jan Shatru Nom Vitra Nom Atituha Kadam Sutri Pabam Manasa Tiativan Mameba Nugatan Shuka Parichayo Hariratan Sakya Salva Gunan Pitan Mayang Saha Tapo Tianam Pujam Gulvananti Samamatan 41. I always look up at the last shloka sometimes. Okay, here we go. Just try to. Taduditamiti sanandishamiya kirah sharabano sukham nijamana sapraka shama Samuchita Vachanaih Prati Kushuya Padma Murahara Yajanam Murahara Yajanam Punah Parachashutwe. Okay, that's it. I do wanna look up this. Wait, do I need to? No, I don't. Yeah, I'm good. This is the ending. I'll read the ending. Iti Shri Karki Purano Bhagavate Pavishuye Shukapadma Sambade Shashutotyayahu. Namaste. That wasn't too bad. It's wasted a lot of time though. Chapter 6. Shuka goes to Simala as the envoy of Lord Kariki. Conversation between Padmavati and Shuka. Shuka said, thereafter, while surrounded by her relatives and companions, and herself highly astonished, Padmavati addressed one of her friends, named Vimala, while still remembering her husband, Lord Hari. Padmavati said, O Vimala, is it my destiny, dictated by Providence, that any man who desires me will turn into a woman? I am extremely unfortunate and sinful. Just as sowing seeds on barren land is useless, my worship of Lord Shiva has proved futile. Will the Supreme Lord Hari, the Master of the Universe, controller of all controllers, and husband of Lakshmi, ever accept me as his consort? If the words of Lord Shiva prove false, and if Lord Hari does not accept me, I will certainly end my life by entering fire while remembering the lotus feet of the Lord. Alas, I am a lowly human being. How insignificant I am, and how great is Lord Hari, the master of the demigods. The Creator must be angry with me. Otherwise, why would Shangankara, whose forehead is decorated with the mark of the moon, deceive me? I am still living, even after being rejected by Lord Hari. Who other than me would remain alive in such a situation? O Lord Gariki, when I heard these lamentations of Padmavati, whose character is spotless, I could not wait any longer, and so I approached you without delay. After hearing these words of Shuka, Lord Gariki felt elated. He said, My dear Shuka, you must go at once and pacify my beloved Padmavati. I consider you to be my best well-wishing friend. Please go to Padmavati as my messenger, and after describing my beauty and qualities to her, return to me. Padmavati is very dear to me. Indeed, I am her eternal husband. Our union has already been destined by Providence. Therefore, you act on my behalf so that we can meet one another. You are the knower of everything. You know all the rules and regulations prescribed in the Vedas. You also understand about the proper time and circumstances. Therefore, pacify Padmavati with your nectarian words and then return to me with her assurance. Being instructed by Lord Gariki in this way, Shuka became jubilant as his entire body became filled with ecstasy. He offered his obeisances to the Lord and quickly departed for Simhalaya. Thus Shuka, the great parrot, crossed the ocean. Upon reaching his destination, he first bathed, drank some water, and ate many sweet and ripe fruits. After that, he entered the king's palace and sat at the top of a Nagakesara tree, which was situated within the compound of the ladies' quarters. After some time, the magnanimous Shuka saw Padmavati approach, and so he addressed her in a human voice. O beautiful lady with the most charming face, your eyes appear to be very restless. By seeing you, I feel that you are Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune. Your face resembles a lotus flower. The aroma of your body is like the scent of a lotus, and your eyes are just like lotus petals. Your hands are reddish like lotus flowers, and you hold a lotus in your hand. O beautiful one with a charming face, you simply bewilder all living entities. I think that the Creator had made you after collecting all the beautiful objects of the world. Upon hearing these sweet words of Shuka, Padmavati, whose navel resembled a lotus, smiled and said, Who are you? Where have you come from? Are you a demigod or a demon who has taken the form of a parrot? Is it out of compassion for me that you have come here? Shuka said, I am the knower of everything, and so I know the intentions of everyone. I am well aware of the real purport of all scriptures. I am highly regarded in the assembly of demigods, Gananthayabas, and saintly kings. I travel in outer space of my own free will. I have now come here just to see you. Although you are very learned, at present you are afflicted with grief, and thus you have given up all thoughts of enjoyment. You have given up smiling, joking, speaking with others, the company of your friends, and all kinds of jewelry. By seeing you in such a pathetic condition, I feel morose, and so I would like to hear your sweet voice, which defeats the song of a cuckoo. Only one who has undergone great austerities is able to hear the words that are produced by the combined effort of your teeth, lips, and tongue. For you, the tenderness of a shirisa flower and the brightness of the full moon are most insignificant. People always glorify the nectar and bliss of Brahman, but to you, even this seems insignificant. The pious exalted soul who will drink the nectar of your face while being held in the creepers of your arms does not require to perform any religious duties, such as performing penance, chanting mantras, and giving charity. Anyone who once beholds your beautiful face, decorated with marks of tilaka, curly hair, swinging earrings, and beautiful eyes, will no longer have to accept another material body. A daughter of King Burahadrata, O well-wisher of all, please tell me the cause of your mental agony. You have no material attachment, and yet you have become very weak because of mental distress. At present, you look like a golden deity covered by dust. Padmavati said, if Lord Hari is against someone, then what is the use of beauty, opulence, and a prestigious lineage? My dear bird, if you do not know why I am suffering, then kindly hear with attention. I engaged in the worship of Lord Shiva as a child, and also when I became a mature girl. As a result of my worship, Lord Shiva, whose head is decorated with the sign of the moon, appeared before me along with Padmavati and said, "O Padmavati, ask me for a benediction." When he saw me standing before him, my head hung low due to shyness, and my body fully covered, he assured me, saying, "The Supreme Lord Hari will become your husband." Whether he's a demigod, Ganantaiva Asura, or any other creature, if a male looks upon you with lust in his heart, then he will immediately turn into a woman. Let me tell you about the procedure for worshipping Lord Hari that Lord Shiva described to me after awarding me that benediction. These companions of mine that you see here, they were all great kings at the time of my Svayambara, which was arranged by my father. These kings were very handsome, highly skilled, and unlimitedly powerful. After they had assembled here with the desire to marry me, I entered the arena of my Swayambara, holding a necklace of jewels in my hands. Although these kings had been sitting at ease, as soon as they saw me, their hearts were pierced by the arrows of Cupid, and some even fainted, falling onto the ground. However, as soon as they stood up, having regained their composure, they were aghast to find that they had been transformed into women, with rounded hips and heavy breasts. O parrot, upon seeing themselves in this way, the kings became highly embarrassed and afraid to look at one another. At last, with broken hearts, they decided to follow me as my companions. Since that time, all these kings have been living with me as my companions. They're very talented women, and are living under the shelter of my affection. Along with me, they also engage in worshipping Lord Hari, rendering service unto him, meditating upon the Lord, and performing austerities for his pleasure. After hearing this wonderful story from the mouth of Padmavati, Shuka continued to speak with her in a very pleasing manner, and then brought up the subject of Lord Hari's worship. Thus ends the translation of the 6th chapter of Sri Kariki Purana, let me see, named Shuka Padmavati. The conversation between Shuka and Padmavati. What was I reading? Oh, translate. In the 6th chapter of Sri Kariki Purana. So this is page 78. How did they name these chapters. So he doesn't have a book system, so he just names everything in chapters. I think I'm right, which means it should be like chapter 33. All right, so Garuki Purana has 3 books, and each book has around 10 chapters. So that's so let me go back to that. I don't want to lose the page. 78. Okay. I wonder how their system is. Page 97. What did I do in the year 1997? I went to Stony Brook University, SUNY Stony Brook. 1997 was a pretty good year. See, when you're young, like 18 and 19, especially my era, it's like around the year 96, 97. If you're around if you were around the age of 18 to 21 in the year 1995, to me, the world was a totally different place. Like, to the point that I cannot believe I'm Satan right now. Look at me, looking at Sanskrit. If you show me that in 1996, how does that shove it up your shove it up the place where the sun never shines, something like that. Man, this is what I'm doing now, reciting Sanskrit. SUNY Stony Brook didn't teach me this. So what does that say about college education in general? College education is it is a form of, is it a complete scam? It's not a complete scam. It's like a portion of it is a scam. I would say at least a third of it is a scam. Eliminate the scam, you got genuine educational system. Again, you saved your educational system. Weed out the bad. Or do what the Bible says, collect the wheat and the weeds together and separate them and burn the weeds. and then you got yourself a working educational system. I can't tell. 97. What's their system? Yeah, so they also use the book system. So the transliteration, they use just a chapter system. I don't know why they do that, but the original Sanskrit, they divide the 33 chapters, or I think it's 33 chapters, into 3 books. So each book has like 10 to 11 chapters or something like that. So I'm gonna read Buddha Charita. It's one of my requirements until I finish it. It's only 14 chapters, so I'm already up to chapter 4. Within 2 weeks I'll finish it, and then I'll decide what I want to do. But I have to do that. I also have to do Mahabharata. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Alright, so let's do Buddha Charita. Switch this right here. Sorry. book 4. Oh, it's really long. I don't know if I'll be able to do this. I'll try anyway. Do I have anything better to do? Not really. Yeah, might as well do it. 80 verses in Buddha Charita. Here we go. Namaste. Meow. Let's do this. Yes. What the hell? I need a new keyboard, I think. I've been stepping on it too much. Namaste. Spotify just freaked me out. Stri Vita Vikantain. Stri Vikantano. Tatasatasamat. Frodianat. Katu halachak lakushono. Katu halachak lakushono. Pratiuju jagamul nurupasutam. Pratiuju jagamul murat nurutpam. Pratiuju jagamul. Pratiuju jagamul nurupasat. Pratiuju jagamul nurupasatam. Prapatam. Paramibang satriyaha. Apigamya chan satasamai. Pisama yota pulo. Purula lochana. Pisama yota purula. Pisama yota purula lochana. Chakarire samudang changram. Padma koshani. Padma koshani paiha karaiha. Tasatushichan. Parivariailnam. Parivariailnam. Parivariainam. Parivariainam. Manamata kushvi putan chatasa. Manamata kushvi putan chatasaha. Dishijalaiha. Puritipika. Puritipika chaiha. Pibanantia iva lochanaiha. Tam hi tang. Menire naryaha kamo. Bigra habaniti. Shopitam. Lakashonoildi butaiha. Sahajai pushonoirivan. Samyata vaja jaivan. Tairiya chang. Kanshachidava. Kanshachidanam parajajinire. Avatil no mahim sakushod. Sutam shushit janandrama. Sutam shushit janandrama. Ivan. Nasyan tang. Papusho kushupitang. Nilgrahitum. Jajaram pire. Anioniam. Doroshatui pilgat. Doroshatui pilgatavang. Shanai shechang. Bini shashibasuho. Navam tang. Doroshatui matreno. Nario. Dadoroshurabatam. Na bianjahurul tang. Bianjahurul na. Jahasuha prapabenosia. Yanantari tang. Dasatatang tu nirarampang. Doroshatavang. Paranoia beklabang. Porohitasuto timanudai. Bhagyama pravita. Salvakalang jinyah. Sata pavagrahana panantuitang. Rupacha turya samanpananah. Subagunoy mukhi. Subagunoy mukhyatang katah. Shopayatang. Gunoy rapi. Tanudatarana guruna. Kuverasyan pichang kridam. 그리담 브라게바 바스타미맘 샤크땅 실장 라이툼 유얌 비따라가느로 슈이나비 아프사로 피실장 깔리땅느 그라히tum비푸당 미부타나비 미부타나비 파바지냐네나 하베나 자두리아드두루 자두리아두루 바사만바당 스들이 노메방짱 샤그땅 스타 삼라게 김 보나누리 노 보나누르 노모 땅사메방 비타남 보 비우크타남 스바고짜렘 이암을 밤비타 자슈트워나 도시토스미알 자베나 도시토스미알 자베나 바흐 이담 나바바투남 보 흐리니 꾼치타 자쿠슈슈엄 사드로샴 자슈투이담 히 시앙아다피 방 고파요슈이담 야디아피 시앙아다얌 비라흐 Shri Prabhavana Mahaniti Satari no mapi mahatatejang iti karyottara dishachayahu Puran hi kanshi sunandariyang Vaishavatvan Mahanurushuiha Dadvaito Put Padanya Sad Daltashol Taldalsho 바다니아 사드둘 달쇼 바다니아 사드둘 달쇼 달바다이라비 와는타 라가우타모 페구슐장은 가양 바라모키아야 비프리슈시장 따달탈탐 비아수는 니라하라트 부랑 가우타맘 딜카타파삼 마할 슈임 딜카지 비나무 요슈이트 사는 또 쇼야마사 바이너스타나 바라 사티 로슈요 슈링은감 모니수담 따타이바 스티 시바파는 도이타무 우파야의 비비 우파야의 비비타이허 자는땅 자그라하 자 자하라 자 비시방 밑으로 마할 쇼이시짱 비가 토피 마하트타팡허 다샤발쇼 누여 라누여 스톰 다샤발쇼 누여 라누여 스토 그르땅 지앙아부타스 그르땅 지앙아부사라상 흐르타흐 에바마디 누르슈임 세땅 나나야느 비크리얌 스트리야흐 랄리담 볼바바야 삼김 보나누르파테흐 수타무 다데밤 사티 비시라부탐 바라야타프 바라야타트밤 따탕 야탕 이암 누르파시야 밤샤시리 리토 나 시야트 파랑은 무키 야히 가셰지디우따 다바 가셰지디우 바타요 하라는 띠 사드르샴 자나무 니꾸르 셔뚜어 니꾸르 셔뚜어 니꾸르 셔뚜어 열파밤 양 그르 흔나는 띠 두따흐 스트리야흐 에티유당 이바짜흐 슈르트방 땅 비드탕 이바 요슈이타흐 사마루루후랑 드마남 구마라그라하넘 브라티 땅 프루피흐 브라구슈이딸 파바일 하시딸 랄리딸 가따이허 브라구슈이딸 파가 브라구슈이딸 파바일 하시딸 랄리딸 가따이허 미야오 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 땅 프로피허 브라구슈이딸 파바일 하시딸 발리딸 가따이허 브라구슈이땅 브라구슈이땅 브라구슈이딸 파바일 하시딸 랄리딸 가따이허. Alright. About quarter finished. It's max size, huh? I can't go larger than this. It's a shame. 땅 프로피허 브라구슈이딸 파바일 브라구슈이딸 파바일 하시딸 랄리딸 가따이허 자꾸루랑 아쿠슈에핏 자꾸루랑 아쿠슈에핏 깡시제슈두어 피타피땅 이방은 가나허 랑지냐스트 비니요게나 구마라시아 자 말다바트 자후루허 구슈이 브라마 비시람은 밤 구슈이 브라마 비시람은 밤 구슈이 브라마 비시람은 밤 마다네나 짱 아타 나리자나 브라타흐 구마로 비아짜라드 바나무 바시타 유타사티 사이타흐 바시타 유타사이타흐 까리바 히마바드 바나무 사 따스미는 가나네 라미에 자즈방라 스트리 보라흐 사라흐 그리도 이방 바프랑제 비바스바 나프 소라 사로 버렸다 비바스바 나프 사로 버렸다흐 마데나 발지땅 나마땀 가시치트 타트라 요슈이타흐 까투이나이흐 바스푸르슈흐 비나이흐 상은카트 떨 말을구 피흐 상은카트 떨 말을굴 피흐 스타나이흐 구피 상은카트 떨 말을구 피흐 스타나이흐 스라스탐 사코말라 라문바모르두바 훌라타 발라 스라스탐 사코말라 라문바모르두바 룰라바 훌라타 발라 스라스탐 사코말라 라문바모르두바 훌라타 발라 스라스탐 사코말라 라문바모르두바 훌라타 발라 하늘땀 스칼리땀 까치트 그르트 바이남 까치트 그르트 바이남 사스바제 발라트 까치트 다무라 타로슈트웨나 무케나 사바가든티나 베니샤쉐방사 갈누에시아 라하시암 슈루야타미티 까지당 지냐 파야는티바 프로방 아짤드라 누렛바낭 프로방아짜는 드랄 짤드라 프로방아짤드라 노펠라탄 프로방아짤드라 노룰라파나 프로방아짤드라 놀라파나 이하 바그팀 구루슈베티 하세탐 삼실이 슈여 르부사양 모흘 마딤 모흘 마다비양 자스라스타니 람 슈강 파랑 모흘 마바 모흘 마다비양 자스라스타미 모흘 마다비양 자스라스타니 람 슈강 파랑 라쿠쇼야 라사나 레제 스포라드 비디오 디방 꾸셔빵 스포라드 비디오 디방 꾸셔빵 가시치트 까나까깐 지 필무카라 피리따츠따따흐 가시치트 까나까깐 지 필무카라 피리따스따따흐 가시치트 까나까깐 지 필무카라 피리따스따따흐 바프라물 달샤는 야는 띠오시 바프라물 달샤야는 띠오시양 슈로누이 스타는 밤 슈강 버렸다흐 슈로누이 스타는 밤 슈강 버렸다흐 주다샤캄 고수미담 브라그르히아니야 랄라몬 비렘 수바노라사 칼라 수바노칼라 샤프라키아남 수바노칼라 샤프라키아는 달차야는 디아흐 바요타라는 강체트 바드마 바나 데티양 바드마 로차나 바드마 바크트라시아 바시바시아 바드마 슈리리바 다스투슈이 마투람 기타마는 발탐 강체트 사피나얌 자가오 땀 스바스탐 조다야는 띠바 반치토시 디아베쿠슈이타이흐 주페나 바다네나니양 프로갈 모카키 빛깔 슈이노 프로갈 모카 빛깔 슈이노 브라브르티안 누차카라시양 제슈투이탐 빌라리라양 비나바를 구스타니 까치드방아땅아투 콜 누이타 꾸는달랑 오제자에라 바자하 사이남 사마브노트 바바니티 아파야는 땀 따타이바니야 바바는 툴마리아단 마피흐 가셰체트 사크슈에 빠든 바마 투라일 자그르 홀바짜낭은 꾸샤이흐 가셰체트 사크슈에 바마투 가셰체트 사크슈에 바투라일 바마투 가셰체트 사크슈에 바마투라일 자그르 홀바짜낭은 꾸샤이흐 가셰체트 사크슈에 바마투라일 가셰체트 사크슈에 바마투라일 자그르 홀 가셰체트 사크슈에 바마투라일 자그르 홀 가셰체트 사크슈에 바마투라일 자그르 홀 바짜낭은 꾸샤이흐 Ganshachita Sakushwepa Matural Jakuru Hul Ganshachita Sakushwep Ganshachita Sakushwepa Matural Jakuru Hul Ganshachita Sakushwepa Matural Jakuru Hul Vachananga Kushaiha. See, I'm angry because I'm running out of medicine. If I had all the money in the world, I wouldn't get angry as much. That's true. How do you deal with that, Gaima? Ganshachita Sakushwepa Matural Jakuru Hul Ganshachita Kushwepa Matural Jakuru Hul Ganshachita Sakushwepa Matural Jakuru Hul Vachananga Kushaiha. Prati Yoga Altini Prati Yoga Altini Ganchid Guru Hitvan Jutavaralalim Jutavaralalim Rim Varalalim Jutavaralalim Idam Pushipam tu Kasyeti Paprachang Madabiklavam Ganchit Purusha Vatakurutavam Katim Samsithana Mebacham Ubanchainam Chittaha Satri Piljaya Poho Potivi Mimam Mata Lolekusanua Ganchiju Jikranen Ganchiju Jikranen Di Nila Mutapalama Kinchin Madana Kinchin Madakalai Ba Kial Nurapa Majama Pa Shotam Kial Ba Kial Kinchin Madakalai Ba Kial Nurapa Majama Pa Shotam Pasya Paltashichitam Jutam Gusumai Matuganan Tipihu. I want to look up this 43. I've been looking at so many stylized versions of Sanskrit Devanagari lately that I'm questioning myself. It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? Okay, so let me find it. It's 442 or something. Where was I? On this one. Kiai 43. Kiai, yeah. Okay, I'm good. Pashyam Paltashichitam Jutam Kusumai Matuganan Tipihu. Hema Panjararuduto Pan Kokilo Yatra Gujati Ashoko Durushyata Mesho Kamishokavid Baltana Rubananti Pramara Yatra Dahyamana Ivagnina Jutayashatuya Samashalishatwa Durusyatam Tilakadurumaha Shuklabang Ivan Naraha Sutriya Pitangaragaya Pululam Gurubakam Pasya Nilmukata Lakata Chatka Prabhama Nilmukata Lakataka Prabhama Yo Nakaprapayang Sutri Nuam Vilpaltu Sata Vilpaltu Sita Ivanataha Pala shokashichan nichito turushyata mesho paralabai Yosumakam Hasata Shopa Pilajamana Pilaj Hasata Shopa Pilajajat Hasata Shopa Pilajaja Hasata Shopa Pilajamana Iva Satitaha Dilkikam Prabhutam Pashya Tirajaiha Sininduvarakai Panuduram Shuka Sambitam Shayanam Pramadamivam Turishyatam Sutrishu Mahatmyam Chakrapako Hyasau Jale Purushatataha Purashuyo Vadadha Purashuyo Vadapariyam Anuvrutya Nugachati Matatasya Parapurushatasya Ruvataha Shruyatam Tuvaniha Aparaha Kokilonutukaha Pratishrutyavan Kujati Api Nama Pihanganganam Pasadantana Hito Madaha Na Tu Jinantayata Shachitatam Janasya Prajinyamaniнаha Ityavam Tan Yuvatayo Manumatodudam Macatasaha Kumaram Vivitais Chakramire Yanaiha Nayaiha sorry Evamako Shwipyama Nopi Santu Tairia Vorutanandriyaha Malta Viamiti Sodubego Na Jahaisho Na Sisumie Tansam Tatatavana Pasatanam Turashatava Sa Purushotamaha Sasambigunena Tireno Jinantayama Sa Jatasan Kim Pinang Na Bagaja Jananti Japalam Yavanam Satriyaha Yato Rupena Samampananam Jareyam Na Shayishyati Nunametang Na Pashyananti Kasyachid Roga Samampalapamu Tatang Horoshutva Payam Tyakatavan Jagati Vyati Talminui Anapichinyang Shichang Suvyagatam Morotioha Salvapaharinoha Tatang Sevasatang Nirudu Begang Guri Donanti Chang Hasananti Chang Jaram Vyantim Chang Morotium Chang Ko Hi Janana Satchatanaha Sevasatasatishutvana Nishui Dedubang Subedubang Kim Punar Hasat Yasatu Durashatubang Param Jilnam Vyatitam Morotamebang Sevasato Pavati Nodovigno Yata Jata Satataiva Saha Yujiyama Nepi Terao Poshepairapi Palairapi Patati Chachidiamane Ban Patati Chachidiamane Ban Daruranio Na Shochatem Iti Tiana Param Durashatovan Vishoyapyo Katasapuro Udang Ni Tishang Satrajinyat Satamupang Chang Ni Tishang Satrajinyat Satamupang Chang Suhurdatayang Aham Durapatina Tatataha Sakha Tupiam Kushamaha Kila Yasama Tatavayi Vivakushwa Me Yatayang Pranoyavatayam Ahitat Pratishvatashijang Hite Janu Prabaltanam Vyasane Ja Paritya Gasatrivitam Mitralakushonam Soham Maitrim Pratijinyaya Purushwal Tat Parangamuk Purushwal Tat Parangamukhama Purushwal Tat Parangamukhama Yadi Tivam Samupakushwayam Na Pavana Mitratang Mai Tada Brabi Mai. Alright, maybe I need to take a little break. Shloka 66. Yeah, it's long. 103. So I'm halfway there. Tada Brabimi Suhurada Putvan Tarunasia Papushamataha Idam Na Pratirupam Te Satri Shivada Kushunuyomi Durushama Anuratenapi Nari Nuam Yugatam Samanubaltanama Taduburi Dwa Parihara Tamat Maraltia Tameva Jam Sananas Tis장 okay. 사는 tis장 노버르트 tis장 스트리 노암 허러다야 많은 타나무 스네하시양 히 구누어 연일마 나까마 시장 요슈이타흐 다달하시 비샹라 고쇼 허러다야피 바랑무케 루바시야 시야 누루 베노 다 고슈이 노에나 누발티 눔투무 다 고슈에 다 고슈이 노에 다 고시 다 고슈이 노에 누예 다 고슈이 노에나 누발티 투무 다 고슈이 노에나 누발티 투무 누예나 다 고슈이 노에 누예 다 고슈이 노에나 다 고슈이 노에나 누발티 투무 다 고슈이 노여 마오쇼탐 스트리 노엄 다 고슈이 노염 다 고슈이 노염 푸쇼넘 빠라무 다 고슈이 노여 하리 라히탐 다 고슈이 노여 라히탐 루밤 니시푸시파미방 까나나무 김빵 다 고슈이 노여 마트레노 파베나스투 파리그라하흐 Vishayan Lulapam Lulaputan Laputuvan Lulapam Lulaputuvan Na Yabajinya Tumarhasi Gamam Parimiti Jinya Devan Devopi Hi Puranandaraha Gautamasya Punmuneha Patani Mahaliam Jakame Puram Agasityaha Praltayamasa Komapariam Somapariam Ja Rohinuim Tasmat Tatasadarasham Lape Lopa Muduramiti Shurutiha Autatyasya Jam Pariyayam Mamatayam Mahatapaha Marudyam Janayamasa Paradavajam Burahasapatiha Purahasapatel Mahishuyam Cha Juvatam Paraha Mutam Viputa Dharmanam Janayamasa Janandramaha Kalima Jaiva Puran Ganiyam Jalaprabhavasamam Pavam Jalaprabhava jalapara pava samam pavam jagama yamuna tire jataragah parasharah 마땅은 기야 마구샤말라얌 까틸다얌 갈히 갈히다얌 리람사얌 까빈잘라담 따나얌 바시슈토자나야는 무니흐. Need to double check. 77 shloka 77. 따당은 기야. Is it 기야? Really? 따당은 기야. 마땅은 기야. What am I doing? What's going on? Am I making stupid mistakes? 마땅은 기야. 마땅은 기야. Okay, I did it correctly. Moving on. 자야티시자이바 라잘술바야 시아피 라잘술바야 시아피 비닐가테 베셰바지아프시라사 베셰바지아프사라사 살탐라메 자이트라라테바네 스트리 삼살감 비나샤는 땀 바는 돌지냐 뜨방아삐 가오라바흐 마드리루 바구너 고쇼이프타흐 시슈에베 까마잠 수카메 까라라자나카시자이바 흐르트방아 브라흐마노카누야까마 아방아파 프람샤맘 아피에바 나투 디아자짜짱 마는 마타마 에바마디야 마하드마노 비쇼야는 갈히타 나피 라티 헷돌부. Wait, did I? 77 again. 갈딜, you know what? I'm gonna do 갈히타. No, I did it correctly. No, where was I? Somewhere around here. 77. Okay. Alright, starting at shloka 81 again. 에바마디야 마하테마노 비쇼야는 갈히타나피 라티레톨부 푸지레 라티레톨부부 부푸 라티헤톨부 푸지레 라티헤톨부 푸지레 브라게바 구노삼히타네 드밤 보날니아 야타흐 브라브다네 발라바네 루파바네 유방 비셔야 나바자나시 야트라 사크타 미담 자가트 이티 슈르트방 파차스타시야 슐라슈노마가 맘마 삼히타마 슐라크슈노마가마 삼히타마 메카스타니타 닐코쇼흐 메카스타니타 닐코쇼흐 구마라흐 브라티아 파쇼땅 우파파는 나미담 방기암 사오할 다비안자감 드바이 아트라짜 드바누네 슈여미 야트라 마 두슈투 마니아세 na bhajanami vishayanjane lokam tadatmakam anityam tu jaganam matvan natra me ramate mataha manaha. Sorry, nah, I want to say that. Apparently I'm getting tired, huh? Anityam tu jaganam matvan natra me ramate manaha. Okay. No, sorry. I am getting tired. Holy crap, I'm confusing characters now. 86. Shloka 86. Got 30 more? No, 20 more. 20 more left. 20 shlokas left. Shouldn't take more than 6 minutes. 짜란. 미야티시짱. 무르띠요시짱. 야디 나 시야디담 드라야무 마마 비히 마노진예슈 비쇼예슈 라틀 파베트 니디암 야디아 비히 스트리 노 메타데바 바뿔 파베트 사삼비트 가시양 까메슈 따타 비나 라티흐 구쇼마 야당 두 자라야 비담 루파마 삼 파비슈어티 아드마노피아나 피브라담 모하트 타트라 라틸 파베트 모르티오 비아 티자라 탈모 모르티오 비아 티자라 드마피흐 라마마노피아 삼비그나흐 사마노 모르가 바꾸쇼이 피흐 야다피아드타 마하드마 나스테피 까마드마까 이티 삼베고트라 나 깔타비오 야다 드쇼마피 구쇼야흐 마하드미암 나짜 따는마니에 야트라 사마니아타흐 구쇼야흐 불쇼예슈 브라사크틸방 유크틸방 나드마바트타양 야다피아드타 느테나피 스트리자네 발티아타 미티 아느르탐 나바가제짜미 다구슈이노에나피 괜찮아 나 짜누발타남 따는메 루치탐 야트라 날 잡아무 설바 파베나 사몬빨고 야디 나스티 티가스투 따트 아누르테 슈라드다 타나시야 사크타시야 도쇼달시나흐 김히 반차이타비얌 시야즈자 따라가시야 짜타사흐 반차야는티 자 야디에바 자 따라가흐 바라스바라무 나누 나이바 구쇼맘 드라슈톰 나라흐 스트리놈 느르놈 스트리야흐 다데밤 사티 두허칼 뜻담 자라마라노 포짓나무 자라마라노 포기나무 나맘 까메시바날 나맘 까메시바나리에슈 브라타리 라이투 말하시 I forgot I made it. I put my mouse right next to me so I don't have to move. Alright, so about 7 shlokas left. Tadevam sati duha I read it. Okay, moving on. I'll read it again. Whatever, I don't care anymore. Tadevam sati duha 뜻담 자라마라나 포기나무 나맘 까메시바나리에슈 브라타라이투 말하시 ahotitiram balabhaja te manashajaleshu kameshu cha saradalshinahu payepi tivre Vishoyeshu sajujase niri kushamano marano tvani purajahu aham ponalpirurati babiklabo aham ponalpirurati babiklabo jarabipadu vyatipayam jarabipadu vyatipayam 비치는 다야는 라페 나 샤는팀 나 트르팀 꾸또 라팀 미샤마야는 디브다미밤은 디브다미바그니나 자가트 아삼샤얌 모르티오리티 브라자나토 나라시아 라고 호르디 야시아 자야트 어요마임 다시아 바라이미 쩌타남 마하파예 라고샤티 요나 로디티 Atel Kumara Shicha Bindishaya Tumikam Chakara Kama Shiraya Khatinim Kama Shiraya Khatinim Gatam Janasya Jakushulgamani Yamanandalo Mahitaram Jasatamiyaya Pasakarahu Tato Pratatarita Pushonos Rajahu Tato Pratatarita Pushonos Rajahu Kalagunoishija Puranoyaishija Nishipalaihu Suba Eva Pave Binigruhya Manumatam Puram Yayulpagana Manutotratahu Mayulpagana Manoratahu Sutriyahu Tatahu Purodhyanagatam Janashriyam Nirikushuya Sayam Pratisamhuratam Punahu Anityatam Paltagat Salvagatam Vichinuntayanam Vivesha Tishnuyam Kushviti Palayaka Kushviti Palaka Tamajahu. I'm getting mad because these are some things I should know by heart. Tatahu Shrutuvang Rangjang Vishaya Bimukam Tasya Tu Mano Na Shishyetam Ratrim Hurudayagata Shalio Gaja Ivan Ata Shirananto Manantre Bahobibita Bahobibitamalge Sasachivo Na Soniat Kamepio Niyamanama Pashyat Sutamateha Niyamanama Pashyat Sutamateha. Yeah, that's it. And the ending. Iti Shri Buddhacharite Mahakavye Sutri Vikatano Nama Chatultaha Salgaha. Namaste. It's a long study today, huh? 108 verses? No, 103 verses. What's tomorrow gonna be like? I'm scared of this book now. Yeah, there are such long books, chapters. Oy. Oh. But they're addictive, which means my body needs it. I cannot escape. I can't. I have to do it. Period. All right, book 4. The women rejected. Then from that city garden, with their eyes restless in excitement, the women went out to meet the prince as a newly arrived bridegroom. And when they came up to him, their eyes wide open in wonder, they performed their due homage with hands folded like a lotus calyx. Wait, is it chapter 4 or 5? What did I just read? Did I read chapter 4? Oh boy. I read chapter 4. I am reading the right translation, which means here's the culprit. Supposed to be chapter 4, not 5. Okay, sorry about that. So that was chapter 4. It's been chapter 4 all along. Then from that city garden, with their eyes restless in excitement, the women went out to meet the prince as a newly arrived bridegroom. And when they came up to him, their eyes wide open in wonder, they performed their due homage with hands folded like a lotus calyx. Then they stood surrounding him, their minds overpowered by passion, as if they were drinking him in with their eyes motionless and blossoming wide with love. Some of the women barely thought that he was Kama incarnate, decorated as he was with his brilliant signs as with conate ornaments. Others thought from his gentleness and majesty that it was the moon with its ambrosial beams as it were visibly come down to the earth. Others, smitten by his beauty, yawned as if to swallow him, and fixing their eyes on each other, softly sighed. Thus the women only looked upon him, simply gazing with their eyes. They spoke not, nor did they smile, controlled by his power. But having seen them thus listless, bewildered in their love, the wise son of the family priest, Udayin, thus addressed them. You are all skilled in all the graceful arts, proficient in understanding the language of amorous sentiments, possessed of beauty and gracefulness, thorough masters in your own styles. With these graces of yours, ye may embellish even the northern gurus, even the dances of Kubera, much more this little earth. You are able to move even sages who have lost all their desires, and to ensnare even the gods who are charmed by heavenly nymphs. By your skill in expressing the heart's feelings, by your coquetry, your grace, and your perfect beauty, you are able to enrapture even women, how much more easily men. You thus skilled as ye are, each set in her own proper sphere, such as this is your power, I am not satisfied with your simplicity. This timid action of yours will be fit for new brides, their eyes closed through shame, or it might be a blandishment worthy even of the wives of the cowherds. What though this hero be great by his exalted glory, yet great is the might of women. Let this be your firm resolve. In olden time, a great seer, hard to be conquered even by the gods, was burned by a harlot, the beauty of Gangashi, planting her feet upon him. The Bhikkhu Mantala Gautama was also formerly spurned by Balamukya with a leg, and wishing to please her, he carried out dead bodies for her sake to be buried. And the woman, low in standing and caste, fascinated the great seer Gautama, though a master of long penances and old in years. So, Shananta, by her various wiles, captivated and subdued the sage's son, Roshio Shringa, unskilled in women's ways. And the great seer Vishvamitra, though plunged in a profound penance, was carried captive for 10 years in the forests by the nymph Krutangaji. Many such seers as these have women brought to shame. How much more then a delicate prince in the first flower of his age? This being so, boldly put forth your efforts that the prosperity of the king's family may not be turned away from him. Ordinary women captivate similar lovers, but there are truly women who subdue the natures of high and low. Having heard these words of Udayin, these women, as stung to the heart, rose even above themselves for the conquest of the prince. With their brows, their glances, their coquetries, their smiles, their delicate movements, they made all sorts of significant gestures, like women early terrified. But they soon regained their confidence through the command of the king and the gentle temperament of the prince, and through the power of intoxication and of love. Then, surrounded by troops of women, the prince wandered in the wood like an elephant in the forests of Himavad. accompanied by a herd of females. Attended by the women, he shone in that pleasant grove as the sun surrounded by apsarasis in his royal garden. There some of them, urged by passion, pressed him with their full firm bosoms in gentle collisions. Another violently embraced him after making a pretended stumble, leaning on him with her shoulders drooping down and with her gentle creeper-like arms dependent. Another, with her mouth smelling of spirituous liquor, her lower lip red like copper, whispered in his ear, "Let my secret be heard." Another, all wet with unguents, as if giving him her command, clasped his hand eagerly and said, "Perform thy rites of adoration here." Another, with her blue garments continually slipping down in pretended intoxication, stood conspicuous with her tongue visible like the night with its lightning flashing. Others, with their golden zones tinkling, wandered about here and there, showing to him their hips veiled with thin cloth. Others leaned, holding a mango bowl in full flower, displaying their bosoms like golden jars. Another, coming from a lotus bed, carrying lotuses, and with eyes like lotuses, stood like the lotus goddess Padma by the side of that lotus-faced prince. Another sang a sweet song easily understood, and with the proper gesticulations, rousing him, self-subdued though he was, by her glances, as saying, "Oh, how thou art deluded." Another, having armed herself with her bright face, with its brow bow drawn to its full, imitated his action as playing the hero. Another, with beautiful full bosoms, and having her earrings waving in the wind, laughed loudly at him as if saying, "Catch me, sir, if you can." Some, as he was going away, bound him with strings of garlands. Others punished him with words like an elephant driver's hook, gentle yet reproachful. Another, wishing to argue with him, seizing a mango spray, asked, all bewildered with passion, "This flower, whose is it?" Another, assuming a gait and attitude like those of a man, said to him, "Thou who art conquered by women, go and conquer this earth." Then another, with rolling eyes smelling of blue lotus, thus addressed the prince with words slightly indistinct with her inner excitement. "See, my lord, this mango covered with its honey-scented flowers, where the kokila sings as if imprisoned in a golden cage. Come and see this ashoka tree, which augments lovers' sorrows, where the bees make a noise as if they were scorched by fire. Come and see this tilaka tree, embraced by a slender mango branch, like a man in a white garment by a woman decked with yellow unguents. Behold this kurubaka in flower, bright like fresh resin juice, which bends down as if it felt reproached by the color of women's nails. Come and see this young ashoka, covered all over with new shoots, which stands as it were ashamed at the beauty of our hands. See this lake surrounded by the sindhuvangara shrubs growing on its banks like a fair woman reclining, clad in fine white cloth. See the imperial power of females. Yonder ruddy goose in the water goes behind his mate, following her like a slave. Come and listen to the notes of this intoxicated cuckoo as he sings, while another cuckoo sings as if consenting, wholly without care. Would that thine was the intoxication of the birds which the spring produces, and not the thought of a thinking man, ever pondering how wise he is. Thus these young women, their souls carried away by love, assailed the prince with all kinds of stratagems. But although thus attacked, he, having his senses guarded by self-control, neither rejoiced nor smiled, thinking anxiously, "One must die." Having seen them in their real condition, the best of men pondered with an undisturbed and steadfast mind. What is it that these women lack, that they perceive not that youth is fickle, for this old age will destroy whatever has beauty? Verily, they do not see anyone's plunge into disease, and so dismissing fear, they're joyous in a world which is all pain. Evidently they know nothing of death, which carries all away, and so at ease and without distress they can sport and laugh. What rational being, who knows of old age, death, and sickness, could stand or sit down at his ease or sleep, far less laugh? But he verily is like one bereft of sense, who, beholding another aged or sick or dead, remains self-possessed and not afflicted. Even when a tree is deprived of its flowers and fruits, or if it is cut down and falls, no other tree sorrows. Seeing him thus absorbed in contemplation, with his desires estranged from all worldly objects, Udayin, while skilled in the rules of policy, with kindly feelings addressed him. Since I was appointed by the king as a fitting friend for thee, therefore I have a wish to speak to thee in this friendliness of my heart. To hinder from what is disadvantageous, to urge to what is advantageous, and not to forsake in misfortune. These are the 3 marks of a friend. If I, after having promised my friendship, were not to heed when thou turnest away from the great end of men, there would be no friendship in me. Therefore I speak as thy friend. Such rudeness as this to women is not befitting for one young in years and graceful in person. It is right to woo a woman even by guile. This is useful both for getting rid of shame and for one's own enjoyment. Reverential behavior and compliance with her wishes are what binds a woman's heart. Good qualities truly are a cause of love, and women love respect. Wilt thou not then, O large-eyed prince, even if thy heart is unwilling, seek to please them with a courtesy worthy of this beauty of thine? Courtesy is the balm of women. Courtesy is the best ornament. Beauty without courtesy is like a grove without flowers. But of what use is courtesy by itself? Let it be assisted by the heart's feelings. Surely, when worldly objects so hard to attain are in thy grasp, thou wilt not despise them. Knowing that pleasure was the best of objects, even the god Puramudara wooed in olden time Ahalya, the wife of the saint Gautama. So too Agasthya wooed Rohinui, the wife of Soma. And therefore, as Shruti saith, a like thing befell Lopamudra. The great ascetic Brahaspati begot Paradvaja on Mamata, the daughter of the Maruts, the wife of Avdatya. The moon, the best of offerers, begat Buddha of divine nature on the spouse of Brahaspati as she was offering a libation. So too in old time Parashara, overpowered by passion on the bank of the Yamuna, lay with the maiden Kali, who was the daughter of the son of the water. To sage Vashishtva, through lust begot a son, Kapinjalada, an Akushamala, a despised low caste woman. And the seer king Yayati, even when the vigor of his prime was gone, sported in the Jaitarata forest with the Apsaras Vishavaji. And the Kaurava king Panundua, though he knew that intercourse with his wife would end in death, yet overcome by the beauty and good qualities of Madhuri, yielded to the pleasures of love. And so Karala Janaka, when he carried off the Brahman's daughter, incurred the loss of caste thereby, but he would not give up his love. Great heroes such as these pursued even contemptible desires for the sake of pleasure. How much more so when they are praiseworthy of their kind? And yet thou, a young man, possessed of strength and beauty, despisest enjoyments which rightly belong to thee, and to which the whole world is devoted. Having heard these specious words of his, while supported by sacred tradition, the prince may reply in a voice like the thundering of a cloud. This speech manifesting affection is well befitting in thee, but I will convince thee as to where thou wrongly judgest me. I do not despise worldly objects. I know that all mankind are bound up therein, but remembering that the world is transitory, my mind cannot find pleasure in them. Old age, disease, and death. If these three things did not exist, I too should find my enjoyment in the objects that please the mind. Yet even though this beauty of women were to remain perpetual, still delight in the pleasures of desire would not be worthy of the wise men. But since their beauty will be drunk up by old age, to delight therein through infatuation cannot be a thing approved even by thyself. He who himself subject to death, disease, and old age can sport undisturbed with those whose very nature implies death, disease, and old age. Such a man is on a level with birds and beasts. And as for what thou sayest, as to even those great men having become victims to desire, do not be bewildered by them, for destruction was also their lot. Real greatness is not to be found there, where there is universally destruction, or where there is attachment to earthly objects, or a want of self-control. And when thou sayest that one deal with women even by guile, I know naught about guile, even if it be accompanied with courtesy. That compliance too with the woman's wishes pleases me not, if truthfulness be not there. If there be not a union with one's whole soul and nature, then out upon it, say I. A soul overpowered by passion, believing in falsehood, carried away by attachment and blind to the faults of its objects, what is there in it worth being deceived? And if the victims of passion do deceive one another, are not men unfit for women to look at, and women for men? Since then these things are so, thou surely wouldest not lead me astray to ignoble pleasures, me afflicted by sorrow and subject to old age and death. Ah, thy mind must be very firm and strong, if thou canst find substance in the transitory pleasures of sense. Even in the midst of violent alarm thou canst cling to worldly objects, when thou seest all created beings in the world of death. But I am fearful and exceedingly bewildered, as I ponder the terrors of old age, death, and disease. I can find no peace, no self-command, much less can I find pleasure, while I see the world as it were ablaze with fire. If desire arises in the heart of the man who knows that death is certain, I think that his soul must be made of iron, who restrains it in this great terror and does not weep. Then the prince uttered the discourse full of resolve in abolishing the object of desire, and the Lord of Day, whose orb is the worthy center of human eyes, departed to the western mountain. And the women, having worn their garlands and ornaments in vain, with their graceful arts and endearments all fruitless, concealing their love deep in their hearts, returned to the city with broken hopes. Having thus seen the beauty of the troop of women who had gone out to the city garden now withdrawn in the evening, the prince, pondering the transitoriness which envelops all things, entered his dwelling. Then the king, when he heard how his mind turned away from all objects of sense, could not lie down all that night, like an elephant with an arrow in his heart. While wearied in all sorts of consultation, he and his ministers could find no other means beside these pleasures to restrain his son's purpose. Such is the fourth chapter in the great poem Shri Buddha Charita, called The Women Rejected. I kind of want to do one more. I don't know what's going on with me, but I'm desiring Sanskrit recitations. Okay, so sorry about the chapter confusion. So that was chapter 4, not 5. So if you thought that you were reading chapter 5, I apologize. I used to just work as a major film, major TV, professional extra. That's all I did. So I have no experience in dealing with technical stuff. I'm teaching myself. It's not that hard. Just you gotta make mistakes. That's the thing. You gotta make mistakes and learn from it. So if I'm too afraid to make mistakes, I'm not gonna get anywhere. So I am making mistakes for sure. For how long though? I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna do Mahabharata because I like Mahabharata a lot. I like Mahabharata a lot. What does Satan like a lot? What's his favorite thing to do? He loves reciting the Mahabharata in the original Sanskrit. Get the F out of here. No, no, no. That's the truth. Oh boy. If it's too long, I'm not gonna do it. That's the thing with me. 16, 20. So yeah, these chapters are really short, so I should be able to do them. 20, 20, 60. I'm at 6, 7. I'm at 7. Not even. Let it be fewer than 30 shlokas, please. In King Yahusha's name I ask. Amen. And what say you? What's the verdict? Does anyone care of what I do? Because if it's too many verses, too much for me. Okay, found it. How many shlokas? 26 shlokas. Under 30 shlokas, just as I asked. Thank you very much. So I should be able to do it. Do I have a choice? Can I not do it? Yes, I could not do it. I don't have to do it. But it's gonna be like crap. Alright, I have to do it. Okay, here we go. I gotta remind never to change the chapter because I'm confusing myself. Because I'd rather do it when I get to it rather than having it done before. Here we go. 오씨. Namaste. 수당 우방장. 샤브다스트 부르구노 바흐니흐 우르드토 바키야마타 바라비트 기미담 사하삼 브라흐마쿠는 브라흐마는 끄르다 바나시 브라흐마는 끄르다 브라흐마는 끄르다 바나시 삼 브라타무. Yeah, I'm a little tired, huh? 탈메 브라야타마 나시야 사티암차 바다타흐 사마무 부르슈토 야다부르밤 사티암 비아티차 로트라 고마마 부르슈토 히 사구슈이 야흐 사구슈염 자나마노니아타 바데트 사 불바나트마나흐 사브타 굴레 하니야 뜨따탕 파라는 야시자 까리알 타타뜨뜨 바지뇨 자나마노 나 파쇼뜨 소피 데나이바 파페나 리피아테 나트라 삼샤야흐 샤크도마팜 샤크도마마 샤크도하마피 샤프툼 뜨밤 마니아스투 브라흐마노 마마 자나토피 자떼 미야그탐 까타이슈예 니보타 따뜨 요게나 바후타 뜨마남 끄르뜨바 뜨슈투어미 몰티슈 아그니 호트레슈 사트레슈 그리야스바타 마케슈짱 베도그테나 비타네나 마이 야드투 야떼 하비흐 데바타흐 비타라시짜이바 테나 느르프타 바바는티 바이 아포 데바가누어흐 살베 아바흐 베트르가누어스타탕 다이샤시짱 바울너마 사시짱 데바남 베트르피흐 사하 데바타흐 베타라스타스마트 베타라시짱 베타라스타스마트 베타라시짱 데바타흐 에키 부당시짱 부지않은 때 브르타크뜨베나짱 빨바수 데바타흐 베타라시짱이바 주후바테 마이 야뜨카당 뜨리다샤남 베트르놈 자 무카메바마함 스무르타흐 아마바시암 자 베타라흐 바울너마시암 자 데바타흐 마는 무케나이바 후야는 때 분자 때자 후담 하비흐 살바 파쿠쇼흐 까탐 때슈엄 바비슈여미 무캄 뜨바하므 지는따이 뜨방 따또 마흐니 시작그레 삼하라마 뜨마나흐 드비자나 마그니 호트레슈 야지냐 사트라 비크라 야수 야지냐 사트라 그리 야지냐 사트라 그리 야수짱 니롱은 까라바셔근 니롱은 까라바셔트 까라흐 스바타 스바하 비발지따흐 비나그니낭 브라자흐 살바스따따 아사는 수도하키따흐 아탈쇼야흐 사무드 비그낭 대바는 까뜨바 부르바는 바짜흐 아그니나 샤트 그리야 프람샤드 아그니나 샤트 그리야 프람샤드 프라는 땅 아그니나 샤트 그리야 프람은 아그니나 샤트 그리야 프람샤드 프라는 땅 노카스트라요낫 I wanna say it again. 아그니나 샤드 그리야 프람샤드 프라는 땅 노카스트라요나카흐 비타트바 마트라 야드가리암나 시아드가라티아요 야탕 아탈쇼야시짱 대방시짱 브라흐마나 무파가미야투 아그네라 베다얀차 아그네라 베다얀샤 빰 그리야 삼하라메바짱 모르구누아 마이 마하파가 샤부도그니흐 가라노는 따레 까탐 네바무코 푸드방 야지냐 파가 그라무크 야지냐 파가 그라 푸크따양 야지냐 파가 그라 푸크따탕 후따 푸크 살방 후따 푸크 살바 로케슈 살바 파쿠 샤트 밤에 슈였디 슈르트방 두 다드바짜스테쇼 마그니마후야 로카크르트 우번짱 바짜남 슐라쿠슈놈 부타파바나마비야야무 로카나미하 살베쇼음 드밤 깔땅 짜는 땅 에바짱 드밤 타라야시 로캄 스트리는 끄리야놈 짱 빠라발타카흐 상따탕 꾸루 로케샤 노츠치디에라는 끄리양 야탕 가스마 대밤 비무터스트밤이 슈바라흐 사는 후땅 샤나흐 대밤 바비트람 야당 로케 살바푸 따가따시짱 항 I have to say this again. Okay. 따스마 대밤 비무터스트밤이 슈바라흐 사는 후땅 샤나흐 드밤 바비트람 야당 로케 살바푸 따가따시짱 항 하 드밤 살바 샤리레노 살바 파코샤트방 살바 파코샤트바마 슈어티 살바 파코샤트바마 슈어시 우방다 넬지또 지쇼 우방다 넬지쇼 양서때 살밤 다쿠슈요는 띠땅허 시키는 여탕 수리암 슈피허 스포르쇼담 살밤 슈치 비팡비아테 따탕 뜨바 달질 닐 다그탐 뜨바 달질 닐 다그탐 살밤 슈치 바비시어티 따다그네 뜨밤 마하트 때자흐 스바프라파바드 비닐 가따무 스바테자 사이방 땀샹밤 꾸루 사티아모로 슈엘비포 사티아모로 슈엘비포 대방남 자트마노 파감 꾸르하나 드밤 무케 호따무 에바마스트 비티땀 바흐니흐 바라티우방 짱 비타마하무 자가마 샤사남 깔툼 데바시아 바라마슈투이나흐 데바쇼야시짱 무디땅 스타토 자그무리아 타가따무 로셔야시짱 야타 불밤 끄리야흐 살바흐 브라짜크리레 My body's hurting from sitting too long. So I must be tired, huh? TV 대방 무무디레 부다 삼카 시장 라우키 강흐 아그니 시장 바라만 브리디마방 아빠 하타카를 마쇼흐 에바메쇼 보라보로뜨따 이티하 소그니 샤 빠자흐 볼로마시아 비나 샤시짱 디아바나시아 짜 삼파바흐 후후후후 Namaste. Yeah, I studied for 3.5 hours today total. It's 3 hours, and then the Srimad Bhagavatam. I separate the two studies because Srimad Bhagavatam is that important. Okay, section 7. Southdi said, the god of fire emerged at the curse of Bhrigu, thus addressed to Rashi. What meaneth this rashness, O Brahmanu, that thou hast displayed towards me? What transgression can be imputed to me, who was laboring to do justice and speak the truth impartially? Being asked, I gave the true answer. A witness who, when interrogated respecting a fact of which he had knowledge, representeth otherwise than it is, ruineth his ancestors and descendants both to the seventh generation. He too, who, being fully informed of all the circumstances of an affair, doth not disclose what he knoweth when asked, is undoubtedly stained with guilt. I also can curse thee, but Brahmanos are held by me in high respect. Although these be known to thee, O Brahmano, I will yet speak of them, so please attend. Having by ascetic power multiplied myself, I am present in various forms, in places of the daily homa, in sacrifices extending for years, in places where holy rites are performed, and in other sacrifices. With the butter that is poured upon my flame according to the ordinances declared in the Vedas, the Devas and the Pitras are appeased. The Devas are the waters, the Pitras are also the waters. The Devas have with the Pitras an equal right to the sacrifices called the Darshas and Purnamashas. The Devas therefore are the Pitras, and the Pitras the Devas. They are identical beings, worshipped together and also separately at the changes of the moon. The Devas and the Pitras eat what is poured upon me. I am therefore called the mouth of the Devas and the Pitras. At the new moon the Pitras, and at the full moon the Devas are fed through my mouth, eating of the clarified butter that is poured on me. Being as I am their mouth, how am I to be an eater of all things? Then Agni, fire, after reflecting for a while, withdrew himself from all places, from places of the daily homa of the Brahmanos, from all longing extending sacrifices, from places of holy rites, and from other ceremonies, without their and pashat, and deprived of their swadhitas and swahas. The whole body of creatures became much distressed for the loss of their fire. The rushes in great anxiety went to the gods and addressed them thus. Ye immaculate beings, the three regions of the universe are compounded at the cessation of their sacrifices and ceremonies in consequence of the loss of fire. Ordain what is to be done in this matter, so that there may be no loss of time. Then the rishis and the gods went together into the presence of Brahma, and they represented to him all about the curse on Agni and the consequent interruption of all ceremonies. And they said, O thou greatly fortunate one, Agni hath been cursed by Phrugu for some reason. Indeed, being the mouth of the gods and also the first who eateth of what is offered in sacrifices, the eater also of the sacrificial butter, how shall Agni be reduced to the condition of one who eateth of all things promiscuously? And the creator of the universe, hearing those words of theirs, summoned Agni to his presence. And Brahma addressed Agni, the creator of all and eternal as himself, in these gentle words. Thou art the creator of the worlds, and thou art their destroyer. Thou preservest the three worlds, and thou art the promoter of all sacrifices and ceremonies. Therefore, behave thyself, so that ceremonies be not interrupted. And O thou eater of the sacrificial butter, why dost thou act so foolishly, being as thou art the Lord of all? Thou alone art always pure in the universe, and thou art its stay. Thou shalt not, with all thy body, be reduced to the state of one who eateth all things promiscuously. O thou of flames, the flame that is in thy viler parts shall alone eat of all things alike. That body of thine, which eateth of flesh, shall also eat of all things promiscuously. And as everything touched by the sun's beams becometh pure, so shall everything be pure that shall be burnt by thy flames. Thou, O fire, art the supreme energy born of thy own power. Then, O Lord, by that power of thine, make the rushes curse true. Continue to receive thy own portion and that of the gods, offered at thy mouth. Sauti continued. Then Agni replied to the grandfather, "So be it." And he then went away to obey the command of the Supreme Lord. The gods and the rushes also in delight. The gods and the rushes also in delight returned to the place whence they came. And the rushes began to perform as before their ceremonies and sacrifices. And the gods in heaven and all creatures of the world rejoiced exceedingly. And Agni too rejoiced in that he was free from the prospect of sin. Thus the possessor of tired. Thus the possessor of the 6 attributes had Agni been cursed in days of yore by Phrugu. And such is the ancient history founded thereon, the destruction of the Rakshasa Puloma, and the birth of Jyavana. Thus endeth the 7th section in the Bauloma of the Adi Bhaiva of the blessed Mahabharata. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. I'm gonna eat something and then I'll chant. 3-hour-long study plus the 30 minutes of 3.5 hours. Like an hour, 1 hour longer than usual. Have a good day. Namaste.